Hello leaders, Patrick Jinks here, leadership and strategy coach and president of the Jinks Perspective. Is your nonprofit growing? Do you have a growth mindset? This month, we're going to focus on that. And this is part one. Let's cue it up. A couple of quick questions for you because I know that folks watching are in different places in your organization's life cycle. How old is your organization and how much has it grown since it started? How much has it grown in the past 5 years? How much did it grow last year? And what's your growth projection for the next 3, 5, 10 years? I've worked in and around the social sector now for 3 decades and I love what the sector stands for, but from my perspective, I can see plenty that holds the sector back from greater impact. In fact, some of what we embrace as value is the very mindset that impedes progress on our mission. One of those things is the concept of stewardship. Now, I've been studying this a lot recently, and I've been challenged by one simple question. Is it the job of a steward to grow the asset he or she has been given stewardship of? Or does stewardship merely mean maintaining and protecting? I've seen a lot of the latter. There's a biblical parable of a housemaster who leaves his part of his wealth in the hands of 3 stewards. The stewards entrusted with more money in the form of talents invested and doubled the master's wealth, and they were commended. The steward who was entrusted with one single talent buried it in order to protect it, and he was reprimanded. In fact, his talent was taken from him and given to those who already had more. This is often referred to as the law of abundance, which is really about a scarcity mentality. I've worked with small nonprofits who have a scarcity mentality, and they remain frustrated that the big nonprofits get all the attention, the grant money, the community support. They consider themselves to be guardians and protectors of what little they do have, rather than endure any risk or boldness that leads to growth. But I've also seen plenty of others who understand the concept of abundance in stewardship, that a steward is entrusted to enhance what is, not just guard it. Now, this doesn't mean we aren't tasked with being careful or responsible with the public's trust, but it does mean that more and more the public is expecting that organizations they support do something greater than they could have done on their own with the same resources. As we talk about nonprofit growth for the next few weeks, I'd like to challenge you to consider the true meaning of stewardship and take an honest, open inventory of your organization's practices born out of its mindset. When it comes to resources, are you thinking stretch and protect, or are you thinking leverage and grow? The nonprofits creating the greatest impact on earth are living in the latter. Does the term nonprofit hold us back? Does it paralyze us? Have we cemented our own feet to the ground with our system design and mentality? I'm afraid in many cases we have, but I also know some have discovered the secret to breaking free of that. Our communities need more of those. That's the Jinks Perspective for now. Next week, we'll talk about how this ties to strategy and strategic planning. So stay tuned. As always, if you want to explore ways that the Jinks Perspective can help you and your organization achieve greater clarity, simplicity, and alignment in your mission, reach out and schedule a free discovery call with me by clicking the link in the video description below. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below, and make sure you click the bell icon to notify you when we drop new episodes. See you here next time.